Dearborn here, coming on content, all things digital, digital out of home at the DSE, the Digital Signage Expo, with Randy Dearborn from MGM Resorts.
Correct.
One of my favorite companies. Randy, newly elected to the Board of Directors of Digital Signage Federation. So we know you're a member of Digital Signage Federation. And I've been asking everybody the same question, which is why, which I'm going to ask you in a minute. But first I'm going to make an observation. You run one of the biggest digital signage networks there is. I mean, you buy more screens, more wall mounts, more service, more. What do you get out of the DSF? You're not trying to sell anybody screens or media players. Why'd you join? What do you get?
Well, it's funny, and I do. In fact, I have $1 million in equipment sitting in my warehouse right now.
$1 million in equipment?
I'm trying to get engineering to put it up at the property.
Bring me a camera. Right. I got some eBay stuff to do this afternoon.
Look, I live in this, it's the big fish in a small pond theory. We know what we've got going on. I think I'm at the cutting edge of all this stuff. I really, I've got displays that do everything at every type of property. I've got every type of customer, everything from a Circus customer to a Bellagio customer. But it's nice to get out and see what the real world. I forget that there's a world outside of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to kind of see what are other people doing in retail, in food and beverage. I know what I'm doing, I know what I've got going on, but the ability just to kind of get out there and see what's going on out there. What am I missing, basically?
So when
I think that's a huge opportunity.
You're networking, I just mentioned something. You're networking at DSF with people from other verticals, restaurants, for example. Now, aren't you responsible for doing some work for the food people in your facilities as well, using the digital signage?
I am. I use a little.
So you take ideas from what they're doing out in the, as you call it, the real world,
right,
and apply it to your.
Yeah, and see, are we doing it better? Are they doing it better? Is it something I can learn from them? Is it something they can learn from me? Because I'm also an open book. I have no problem bringing. We had Wells Fargo and Boeing tour my facility yesterday. I have no problem.
They just wanted to get in the counting room.
Right, exactly. Where is that room, right? The soft count, the hard count's gone, where all the coin was. But I'll tell you one area, because like food and beverage, I think we are leaders in the pack in that area. I mean, I think I was doing dynamic signage in that space early on, and the point, in fact, I'll tell you, our COO just recently hired a Harvard business student to look specifically at food and beverage yielding our F&B restaurants. Well, the only way we can do that is through digital media, because when I've got a hard print menu,
sure,
that price is locked in. But when I've got a digital menu and I know that CES is in town, or NAB, or Magic, one of these big conventions, and I can yield my pricing.
Wait a minute, you mean to tell me I'm paying more for that cheeseburger just because the show is there?
It depends on who's in town, okay? So there's huge opportunities in that space.
We're going to be doing, at DSF, we're going to be doing these regional meetings this year. We're going to have a regional meeting in Dallas, we're going to have a regional meeting in Chicago, Toronto, Southern California, so that the local people that are in the digital signage business or have digital signage responsibility can come and listen to a speaker, meet some of the people, and we're going to have mixers, little social events. But Randy, you're going to speak at the one in Dallas.
Correct.
And it's going to be interesting to hear what a guy with this size network, but with this many different responsibilities for messaging, has to say about how to use it. Looking forward to this.
Nice.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
I'll see you.
Enjoy.
And you'll see me in a little while. I got some more of these coming up.